I am standing next to the Seine river, the pride and joy of the city of Paris, on the banks of which the city is situated. You must have all seen this river in its glory during the opening ceremony. This was the centerpiece on which the entire ceremony took place. That went very well, but now it's landed in a major controversy. Why is that? Let me give you a bit of a background. Now, since 1923, 101 years ago, the municipality of Paris decided that the water of Seine river wasn't fit enough for humans to be swimming. There was a lot of bacteria that was found. Why was that happening? Because every time it would rain and the sewage pipes would overflow, that overflowing water from the sewage pipes would get into the Seine river, and with it would bring along a lot of bacteria which wasn't healthy for humans to be swimming. So 101 years you had no swimming. It wasn't even allowed here in the Seine river. But then right before the Olympics, the organizers thought that let's showcase our river that runs through the city, 6-kilometer long stretch that there is, and have the triathlon swimming here as well as the marathon swimming event here. And at that time there was a major controversy. Many people raised their doubt that how will you ensure that in a river that is not fit for humans to be swimming, how are you going to ensure these two events? And for that, the government and the organizers set aside $1.5 billion to clean this river Seine. It started showing results as well because in July this year, after a lot of effort, you saw that the water had been passed fit. Earlier there was a lot of E.coli bacteria which was very harmful. That really came down because of the efforts taken by the organizers, and then they were very bullish that the events will go through. But now there has been a twist in the tale. Last few days we've seen heavy rain here, so once again the sewage pipes are overflowing, and the latest results, they have been found to be unhealthy for humans to be swimming. What that has done is put the organizers into a very precarious position, because 2 days of practice events for the triathlon athletes where they were going to practice their swimming, they have been cancelled. Those events, those practice days were 27th, 28th of July. They have been cancelled. Now the event, remember, is on the 30th, and we still do not know if the event will go ahead as planned. And if that doesn't happen, it's going to be egg on the face of the Paris 2024 organizers. However, the local authorities are still hopeful that the event will go through as planned.
We are absolutely serene about all of this, and we have always been extremely transparent about the fact that having accomplished 100% and succeeded 100% of our action plan, the only element that was not controllable today was a climatic hazard with extremely heavy rains for a long time. I'm confident in the fact that we will be able to be there tomorrow for the men's triathlon event. We are on schedule. That allows us to be optimistic. We have good weather today, and that will also help us. So in any case, we will be there. No worries about holding these triathlon and marathon swimming events in the Seine River.
Well, to be fair, it's not that the organizers did not put their best effort. What you see behind me is the Austerlitz metro station, and right beneath it, they've created an Austerlitz well, specially to ensure that there was going to be no pollution in the Seine River during the games, because this can hold about 13.2 million gallons of water to ensure that that overflowing sewage pipe, excess water, would all come and be stored here. That will ensure that no bacteria goes into the river. But despite their best efforts, that's how much it's rained in the last 2 days, that even this Austerlitz well has now begun to overflow, which is why you find a lot of bacteria. What that has done is it's put 2 events under the scanner. But just to let you know, for the triathlon, they've kept 2 buffer days. If it cannot happen on its scheduled day, that is the 30th, then you've got 1st and 2nd as the buffer day where these 2 events can happen. But if it was not to even happen on the 1st and 2nd, then the triathlon would be converted into a dualathon, which is basically not 3 events but just 2 events. So they'll just remove swimming. It's just going to be cycling and running, and that is going to be a dubious first. That is not something that's going to go down well with the athletes, because remember, each athlete has different strengths. So some that excel in swimming, that's going to be a major disadvantage for them, and this is something that is going to blow up into a major controversy. We'll keep a track of that, whether these 2 events can happen or not. And remember, there's also the 10-kilometer swimming event that has to happen on 8th and 9th. However, the good news is that the weather forecast for the next few days is good. It's expected to be bright and sunny like this, in which case if the water level, the sewage water level do subside, there is a possibility that the events will take place. In Paris, Nikhil Naz, India Today.